What's up, guys? First of all, I have a very sad news to tell you guys. Yep, I know what you're thinking.
Humble trader, what happened to your plant?
Well, it's just gone. Okay, in all seriousness, the sad news is I had a red day on Friday, but it was relatively small in according to my own risk profile and my account. So I took a couple of trades on Friday, some wins, some losses, but the bigger loss was HTZ, which put me in the red on the day. But that was perfectly fine because I followed my plan, and the trade actually turned out to be a small loss. So, I was short early on. You can see from this chart from TraderView. I was short starting around 240s right at the open. It was extremely heavy. If you looked at the daily chart, there was a lot of people holding it above $1, $2, and the stock gapped up all the way to $3 pre-market. It was just selling off, so I got some short, covered into the flushes. I did re-hit it because the price action was just extremely heavy. It did look like it can fade all the way down to 140 or 120s. And that's why I held a majority of my short. Despite, the small color covers, I was holding most of my size for the fade down to 140s, potentially. But you can see, once we started basing on 180s, we broke out above 2 and back to 220s and even higher, actually. That's why I stopped out, followed my risk. And I was red, a couple thousand on HTZ. So that was the trade on HTZ, which put me red. So NNDM is the other trade I took. This is a pretty decent winner, which is why, it kind of cancels out with HTZ, and that one being a loser, this one's being a winner. So I ended up being small, just $500 red on the day. And then the broke out about 5. That's why I went in long and sold majority into 580s. I wanted to see it break out above $6 and break out higher, but we didn't get that, and that's why I scaled down. I cut majority of my longs here and down here as well. That's where I got out. For a tiny scalp. And NNDM, it's not the same as all the other stocks, because if you looked at the daily chart, if you look at the volume on the daily, there was the setup was to the long side, at least for me. So I don't just short everything, right? You have to have proper setups, proper criteria, and NNDM had all the criteria to go long. The float, the daily chart, and as well as the volume. So that's why I longed NNDM. It was a very nice long from low $5 up here. I didn't get to sell at $6, but I did lock in some very nice profits at 580s. So there's definitely long plays and short plays on these small cap stocks. You don't have to short to make money. So I was down about 580 on the day on Friday. If you include locate and everything else, probably down about $900. And that's a very small loss for me in terms of my risk management. And for someone with a small account, this number might be, $50 negative or down $100, which is totally fine in the grand scheme of things. I think in trading, the most important, metric you want for yourself is risk management. It's not about your win rate. So I think that's the real foundation in day trading. It's okay to be wrong, but you want to be wrong small, $100, $500. But when you are green and when you make these winning trades, they are a lot bigger than that. 2-3 times bigger than this. And that's how you stay profitable and stay green. So, small red on the day on Friday, but if you look at this guy, Oren, I've mentioned about him a couple of times on my channel, but he is a swing moderator in my chat room. And basically, he took all the donation I did on HTZ. I was short, he was long, he made 9,000. That he took my money, basically. And that's, that just goes to show you that there's more than one way to profit from the market. And he's also been killing it in terms of the swing trades. So for those of you who only want to swing trade and don't want to day trade, or you just want to some short-term swings like overnight, etc., Oren has a lot of really good ideas in our swing trading chat room. So Friday I had a small pullback, but it was totally fine. I had the weekend to rest, reassess. But keep in mind, guys, I'm not saying red days are enjoyable. They still suck. Whether it's negative $50, $100, or even $10, it still sucks. Nobody likes to see any red, unless it's Chinese New Year or Christmas. but you just have to be okay with it. I've learned to embrace and be okay with small losses. And it's only because I can embrace and be okay with having a small red day that I can come back today on a Monday with refreshed mind and being able to attack on these trades such as BIMI, which I did on the short side. Very, very nice profit, rang up pre-market, and then just continue selling off. If you look at a daily chart, basically gapping up to daily resistance. So, $4 fade down to 250s. I only captured about down to $3 and just didn't want to outstay my welcome in case of the low float algos that we've been talking about, showing up midday and squeezing it back all the way to $4 or $5. Another play that's similar, CCNC, I can only say this, guys, stop following chat room alerts. There were people and thousands of followers chasing into this kind of hold up. Don't buy this. Like when you're buying it, that's liquidity for people to short into. Look at this kind of drop. You shouldn't buy in anticipation of holds. There's some people who like to do that. It's not gonna work for most people. So just keep in mind, like if you're buying into the holds, thinking that it's gonna hold all the way open at $5 and I'll just sell. It doesn't work that way. So that's why this holds up after the hold. I shorted it at 390s and it dropped all the way back to $3. Had some reshorts here, covered some, and recycled a little bit around here. 270, took a small loss here, but I re-hit it after seeing that the stock was staying heavy, and we dropped from $2, 270s down to around 230s. So very nice profit on this one again, CCNC. So the stock I traded, large cap stock on the long side today is Zoom. So this one I'm more long biased, but today the market was kind of choppy and we're just kind of selling off. So I didn't really get the big move I wanted. I had thought that this area was gonna make this kind of move. You can see, this move from 570s all the way to almost 590s. Unfortunately, I didn't capture that because it happened kind of during midday, and I didn't like to outstay my welcome midday. But you can see a few long trades, small profit in even though it made $5 move. That's still very nice. You don't need a lot of shares on stocks that can move $4 or $5, and gave back some at the end of the day. Okay, now I'm gonna take some questions from the comment section and answer them. From Paul Smith, what's your entry time frame? So I use 1 minute and 2 minutes depending on the market condition. Small caps 1 minute, large caps 2 minutes. But for newer traders, I actually recommend 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Just curious, do you have a video about price action? I do, but that's actually only reserved for the members in my HT community chat room. Just because the price action videos are extremely long. They're usually about 50 minutes long, and that's because price action is not like a pattern that you can memorize. You have to actually look at how the stock trades around certain levels, and it takes time. It's not something it's not like one of these patterns that you can just download from Google image and memorize that. It doesn't work that way. Price action, you have to look at how these candles are trading at certain key levels, which is what we talk about and how I trade every single day. I'm more of a price action trader, not really patterns. And that's just the way I operate. There are some people who can memorize patterns and make $100, $200 here and there. But I think to get a big move and to really understand when is the time to size in and size out, you have to use price action. I do talk about price action briefly in my How to Read Level 2 and Time and Sales YouTube video. You can watch that for free. But I do have the majority of these price action commentaries and live trading recordings reserved for my premium members in my HT trading community. Price action is the way I trade. I don't use any fancy indicators. I just use volume and VWAP and price action. And that's how I can keep my losses so small and my gains much bigger. If you look at this, P&L curve, you can see the highs keep on getting higher and the lows, each pullback, each red day, they are relatively small in comparison to the overall trend of the P&L. And I think this is a more sustainable way of trading. Embrace your losses. It's fine to have these these red day and these pullbacks on your P&L, think of yourself as a chart. It's fine to have pullbacks as long as each breakout goes a lot higher than the small pullbacks. So that's how you stay profitable in day trading. It's not about always being right. It's about risk management. Okay guys, if you have more questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below and I'll try to answer them. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the bad jokes. If you want to see more day trading content, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more. If you'd like to trade with me daily and get my free weekend watch list and trading journal, make sure to check out the links below for more resources. Stay green, stay positive, and I'll see you guys next time.